What's up, Kato?
What's going on with you?
Alright, so.
What's happening? I was watching what's happening.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Hi.
So it's my time to pull. My turn to pull.
Oh, yeah, well, give me the cards.
Oh, look, I'm shuffling, spreading.
See how they always try to run things?
You know.
It's kind of funny. I put up, just want to say this right quick. I put up you just never know when people looking and watching stuff. That's why I want to say this. Mm-hmm. And I had put up a status on Facebook the other day that said something about looking for the partner, whatever. And somebody a woman responded. What she say? Something about just as long as she not nagging, right? Like that, right? Which of course lets me know that she's seen the video that we talk about, which was the video, and actually was at season 2 when we talk about the nagging thing. But those little kind of things, sometimes you never know who watches stuff because everybody's not going to click and like on things.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But so that's kind of a confirmation thing too, and I kind of just laughed and I could have just said, yeah, you're absolutely right, as long as she's not nagging. But she already knew based on that video. Alright? So anyway, we're going to have the beautiful young lady here pull a card. Pull a rabbit rather than
Alright, I'm just pull this one. Let's just get Uh-oh. Looks like I might knock them all down.
That was her way of rushing me.
Okay, that was me rushing.
Yeah. I'd be peeping on
What I got was Mars, right? Mars!
Yeah.
A challenge for women is to support a man when he isn't talking. A challenge for women is to support a man when he isn't talking.
That's interesting.
It's like, okay, let's see. Support him when he isn't talking. So the first thing that I
Does
thought
it start off saying a challenge? Okay, it's a challenge for a woman to support him when he isn't talking. I get it now. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to interrupt, but now I get what it means.
Well, what does it mean?
It's not just saying
it's a challenge
for women. Hey, women, support your man when he isn't talking. It's saying that apparently it's a challenge for y'all to do that.
Right.
If he isn't talking.
Right. So what's that mean? Like you just being quiet and then what? Right.
Basically same thing. Basically, if you don't feel like he is communicating enough.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting from it. I could be wrong, but this is just basically what I'm getting.
And to me, that goes back to knowing who you're with. But I mean, it takes time to get to know who you're with.
You better believe it.
What I have learned is that you really have to, sometimes you do have to just be quiet and you have to observe, because women, we like to talk a lot, but some guys like to talk a lot too, but
I'm just saying.
But sometimes you have to sit back, be quiet, and observe, and not always take everything so personally. I used to take everything personally. You know, if he's quiet, oh, what did I do? If it's and it's not always all about you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to just allow your man to be where he is and support that. And not, come on, talk to me. Come on now. You know, that's more like that nagging stuff, right?
Yeah. Some men are not going to do the talking. You know what I'm saying? Some men are not. Me, myself, I'm not. Unless it's time that I really have to or whatever. I'm going to be the listener. I'll be that Stedman guy. Most men are like the Stedman to the Oprahs. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to see me. I ain't got to be in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? But once you get to know me, and I guess it's a challenge for you because sometimes women will pick an argument and want you to argue with them so they can feel better. They feel if you don't argue with them, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? Or
I can't relate. That's not me. No, I'm not like that. I don't like
I
arguing.
said some women.
I know.
Well, I don't. And men, well, me personally, men, I don't like you. Well, we said that before.
Right.
I don't. That's when I really shut off. But I think sometimes that's a fun thing. It's almost like women who like to wrestle men all the time. Guys, you ever been in a relationship and your women always want to wrestle and whatnot? They kind of, what they're doing is testing you to see how strong you really are.
Really? Why?
Yeah. That's the only reason I can find that they do that.
Maybe they're just trying to get up on ya. Maybe
Well,
that's
it's a
their
little
way
fun.
of
Well, that's part of
being-
it. It's a fun thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until you hurt her, until you flip a little too hard, and she.
We won't even go there.
That's kind of. I just had a flashback.
That's like, it sound like abuse, mister.
No, not
I
in
need to be
an.
calling somebody.
No, not in an abuse way, but I'm getting man, and maybe I guess when you're younger. But man, you never had a relationship where she always she'll jump on your back and she want to wrestle. Like, come on. Then you flip over and flip it down like that.
You see how you did? Bam!
And then all of a sudden she like, you hurt me for real. You know. So I'm looking at the same thing. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I do feel that women, because if the guy don't argue back to them, it seems like, well, he must don't even care. You know.
But you know what? And that just goes to women learning to understand where men are. And we do this, women do this too. Well, everybody does this, I think.
Yeah.
But we want you to be us. We want you to handle the situation the way we would handle the situation.
Right.
But my name is Rorree, and your name is
Kato.
And we're two different people.
Yeah.
We're going to handle things totally different. And some things we may handle in a similar way, but we are still two different people with two different sets of life experiences.
Yeah.
And we handle things differently.
Yep.
So if we just take off our big old ego and just, if he don't want to talk right now, okay, let's just be supportive of him and allow him his time to not talk.
Right.
You know? And then when he is ready to talk, he will talk. And if he don't never talk about a situation, then
I'll be honest, if he don't talk about a situation, then he probably don't feel there's anything you can do about it.
okay.
You know, in all honesty.
Well, you know what? I have dated two guys who didn't talk about the situation. Like, I would express how I felt, and they would listen. And then they would not have anything to say back, because I guess, you know, I'm pretty thorough. I've said it all. But guess what? They show me. They will show me the response that I'm looking for.
Right.
So instead of them saying, okay, well, next time I'll do this. Okay, well, I'll try to whatever. They just show me. So the next time I get to see, you know. So, you know, one of my girlfriends, she says words are for women. So men will show you, and women want to talk a hole in your head. So you can even see with the two of us, like, I'm going to be talking all the time, and, you know, he's not going to talk as much as me. So, you know, I love when she said that words are for women, because they are. So let the man, if he don't want to talk right now, just support him and know if he loves you, he got you. He heard you. You ain't got to keep on, keep on, because then it turned into nagging, okay? Just say what you got to say and let it be over.
All right.
You know, let it go.
Yeah. Grease for peace.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. For the Venus. Women, I need you to understand that a challenge for men is to support a woman when she is talking. A challenge for men is to support a woman when she is talking.
Okay. And how do y'all do that?
That is too funny.
Because we going to be talking and they going to be quiet. So, how do you support us when we talking? Well, we talk about that. I mean, how many times we talk about that?
You just said. You actually answered this side.
Okay.
You answered this side with the whole bottom line is, may not say anything, but it'll show in action. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't get a word. A lot of times you can't get a word in. A lot of times it don't even matter because they don't hear you. But
that's what you think.
the reason I say they don't hear you, the reason I say they don't hear you, because they'll keep saying the same thing over and over, maybe a different way.
If you're not talking back, then they're trying to paraphrase and rephrase and say it in Spanish and then say it in French.
Yeah.
So because you're not talking back, they think they gotta say it 50 times. Yeah. But ladies, you don't. They heard you, unless they need their ears cleaned out. You know, you could do some of that candle wax thing that works very well if they can't hear. But they heard you, you know, But okay, so what you guys could do for us so that we don't think that you didn't hear us?
Well, you already said it, like I said before.
No, because when y'all show us, y'all might show us down the line.
Well,
but in the moment, we don't know that y'all listening.
The only thing we can do is sit there and listen. That's the only thing we can do. Long as we're not watching the TV or watching the Cavalier game,
or doing something on your phone.
Right, or texting on the phone.
Because she might snatch that phone.
Yeah, or that kind of thing. As long as we being attentive, showing attention to what you're saying.
Should you nod?
We may nod anyway, Yeah, we can nod and still don't hear you.
Did you hear that?
Let me be quiet with that. I think I opened up a can of worms with that one.
Talking about I still don't hear you. That's why she be telling you 50 times.
Yeah.
Because you ain't listening. Okay, so.
No, I just thought of another episode of Everybody Hates Chris.
Oh, really? What's that one?
This wasn't Rochelle's husband.
Okay.
This was like a counselor at Chris' school.
Okay.
And what it is, if you've seen Everybody Hate Chris, you know, Chris has this teacher named Miss Morello who has this preconceived ideas about black people living in the hood, right? Okay. So she done already told this counselor guy that Chris' mom exaggerates a lot, right? Told her that she thinks she has one husband for all her kids. She thinks her husband have all these different jobs, and she thinks they own a home, right? And so the guy comes to the house and he interviews the mom, and she says, so he says, do you know, he was asking a question about your kids' fathers. So she said, no, what do you mean fathers? Fathers, I only got one husband. My kids had all the same father. And then he said, do you know what his name is? Like that, right? So she started explaining to him. She starts to explain to him, look, this is not such and such. My husband do have 2 jobs. I work this such and such. We own this house you in. And all that time she talking, explaining to him, the whole time he's staring into space like this. Like ignoring her. Like he don't even hear what she's saying. Then he looks at Chris. Chris, can you answer these questions for me like that? You don't get it. But anyway, that's what it just remind me of. Whereas you talking, and I'm like this. And I'm gonna violate a man law right here, right? But women, if you want to know if the man is listening, what do? Do you know?
Fart. No, I'm joking.
No.
No, I don't know. What?
No. If you want to test and see what he listening, ask, and you do this all the time too. Ask, what you think? and if he say something like, I don't know, explain it again. That means he wasn't listening the first time. He heard. He wasn't listening the first time. Or if he even say explain it again, if he say whatever you think, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I agree with you on that one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Those are little signs you can tell. But at any rate, just letting women know that it is a challenge for men to support a woman when she's talking, and those are the kind of.
So, ladies, you heard that.
Right.
You must ask them. So, what do you think? Ask them at the end.
Which she does all the time.
At the end of the whole thing, and see what they say. You might have to
ask at the end of the whole thing.
Then you're gonna be really mad.
You gonna put them on the spot, like
you better ask them throughout the conversation.
Yeah.
So do you get what I'm saying, babe? What do you think?
And don't just say you get what I'm saying, because he can say, yeah, I get it. Oh, yeah. So what would you do in this situation? What do you think about it? And then you put him in the spotlight. And if he was listening, he gonna say. If he wasn't listening,
he gonna be listening now.
He gonna say, wait a minute, explain it again. What you was gonna do? Oh yeah, that's it. That's what I would do. So I violated the man law, guys.
We got a lot to work on, don't we?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that's it. We did both of them, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Right. So look here. Share this with your friends, and so they can tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and so on and so on. And subscribe. Do all kinds of things.
And
There's a bell right there. That you click on that bell, and then it'll send you notifications when we get other stuff.
And comment.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think. Were you listening?
Yeah. Yeah.
Men, were you listening? I want the comments from all the men today.
Just so y'all know, me personally, I always listen. But I know those things because of the past situation. So
I don't know if I should believe that.
And I learned my lesson. You know, I changed my ways.
All right, ladies. So you got that. Kato has changed his ways. Peace.